Shares of Disney are down about 5% on the back of earnings that missed on the top and bottom lines. Disney Plus subscriber growth missed estimates down, nearly 5% as things stand. Joining us now, Mark Zgutowicz of Rosenblatt Securities. Mark, good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us. Does this 5% pullback make sense to you?
I think it does. I think for me, though, the focus should be less around Disney Plus. It actually came in right in line with Mr. Chapek's guidance in September, sort of low mid-single digits, certainly at the lower end of that, mid-single digits. But, optically it looks worse because consensus hadn't brought numbers all the way down. So that was up 2 million. The Hulu number to me is a little bit more disappointing. That was, a bit weaker by 3%. But if you take a step back, the last quarter that we had with Netflix, they had a very strong content slate. Squid Game was obviously very disruptive. If you think about, 4Q, Netflix will have another strong content slate. Although Disney, really for the first time this year, at least since earlier this year, is going to have a pretty strong slate itself. So I think they'll be stacking the deck a bit with some new content here, including Boba Fett, Spider-Man, and some content around the Disney Plus Day coming up here on Friday. And then they have a couple interesting promos, one being the $2, sort of 1 month trial teaser sort of promo that I think will also boost. And then also we have to remember that in Hotstar in India had a little bit of a lapse in 4Q, which was talked about, just given a big renewal of a large cohort there. So the extent of that could be certainly one time in nature, and we could see what we expect to be a really strong bounce back here in their fiscal fourth quarter in December.
How do you expect them to express that? How do you expect them on the call to talk about the guide and the expectation, especially around those subscribers, which were disappointing?
Sure, Sarah. I think again they'll highlight sort of the impact that they saw with Hotstar in India, and what we'd like to hear from them is how they have seen that since progressing into this fourth fiscal quarter. For them, I'm sorry, the first fiscal quarter for them, the December quarter. So that's an important point. As you know, India or Hotstar in general has been about 40%, at least by our estimates, of their total Disney Plus mix. And then I think we'd probably like to hear a little bit about the uptake of that $2 promo, which it's only been a few days fresh here, but it'll probably get a lot more play on Disney Plus Day. But I think that's an interesting one. And then, of course, you have new markets that'll be opening here after Disney Plus Day in both South Korea, Taiwan, and Hong Kong, which are all greenfield opportunities that should lend to a rebound, if you will, in the sub count next quarter.
Well, clearly you like the stock. 220 price target. Mark, thank you for joining us with your first reaction.
You bet.
Disney down 4.6% after hours.